at this time is an open case. I've been advised not to speak on it, which I know not to speak on it. I just can't wait for the truth to be told in court, and I will wait for that day, and I look forward to that day. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill has been arrested after allegedly getting into a physical altercation with his brother James. Stick around to the end of the video to hear the full story and my reaction. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. All right, guys, so former light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill was arrested this past week for an aggravated battery on his brother James. Now, Jamahal Hill took to his YouTube channel to say that he can't wait for the details to come out, and that's all he's going to say for the time being. Well, MMA Fighting has got their hands on the police report from Jamahal Hill's arrest, and I don't really know why he wanted the details to come out on this, but whatever. The report says that the dispute was over a house cleaning fee of $300 that Jamahal allegedly paid to his brother James to clean one of his houses. The report also says that Jamahal asked for half the money back before James went and finished the job. The report says that Jamahal Hill sucker punched his brother James after James brought up Jamal's daughter, saying that Jamahal didn't text her on Thanksgiving, and that daughter allegedly spent Thanksgiving with James and his wife instead of her father, Jamahal. The report also says that 3 of Jamahal Hill's children were present during this incident. Now, this is one of those things that's rather uncomfortable to talk about because it's a family matter, but now we have police reports involved. So somebody like me that covers the sport has got to talk about it. If there were no arrests, if it was just a rumor, I would not address this at all. But given that there's a police report, I feel like it's necessary to cover. I'm not really sure what's going on with Jamahal Hill since he became champ and got injured. He looks like he's put on a lot of weight. Just saying, he looks much heavier. Now it seems like he's not all that focused on fighting right now. He's already recovering from a torn Achilles, and now with this arrest, it might be even longer until we see him in the cage. This also makes me think that Alex Pereira's first light heavyweight title defense will not be against Jamahal Hill. I can't say that I fully understand Jamal's situation. I believe he has 6 kids going back to when he was 15 years old. And now he's a UFC champion, or former now, but he became a UFC champion, has some money in his pocket. Maybe he's less motivated. But being a professional fighter and getting into a physical altercation leading to an arrest with someone that is not a professional fighter is a really tough move. I know that brothers fight. I have a twin brother. I've been in plenty of fights with him. I don't know how the police got involved here, but if it's to the point where someone else had to call the police, then it's a problem for Jamahal Hill. If you're a fighter, you have to have the self-control to not be beating on somebody that's not a professional fighter to the point where the police get called. I've seen people saying that you don't sue your brother or you don't do this, whatever. Guys, this was a police report. Nobody's getting sued, at least yet. This is the DA and the police pressing charges on Jamahal Hill. So that's one thing to make clear, is that his brother, at least as of right now, has not filed any civil suits against Jamahal Hill. Also, fighting in front of multiple kids sets a terrible example. I'll stay away from that for the most part because I'm not a father, but you shouldn't be fighting your children's uncle in front of them to the point where police get called. Honestly, given the weight gain and a few other things, I've been a little bit worried that Jamahal Hill doesn't care as much about fighting now that he's tasted that gold and that little bit of money that he got when he became champ. But he needs to lock in, get healthy, get this legal matter out of the way, and get back in the cage, because one title win and no defenses is not going to amount to very much money. From an athletic standpoint, I want to see him get back in the cage. I was thrilled when he beat Glover because I thought Glover was going to smoke him. I thought he had no chance against Glover Teixeira, and he became champ. And I have the same feeling of he has no chance against people like Yuri Prohaska and the current champ Alex Pereira. And so I'd like to see if he can surprise me in those matchups as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are your thoughts on Jamahal Hill's recent arrest? I wish the best for him. I hope that he didn't do the things that the police report says. I hope that he gets clear of this and can get back into the cage soon enough, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the matter. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you like this video and you want more content just like this, Like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. If you want more content from me, go check out my weekly comedy podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and go check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. I'll link them both in the description down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.